Yo people, and welcome back to another hardware review. This time we are looking at the Ranger 234 watt box mod from Hugo Vapor. Now this was sent out to me from the health cabin a number of months ago. I'm so sorry it took a little while getting out, but we're here now. Very 80s retro. It looks like a gaming machine, doesn't it? Now this has had a couple of firmware upgrades which has made it a total different beast from when I first got it. Now when I first got it, the battery indicators didn't work properly. The screen was very clear, but it was a little bit of a mishmash. So was the menu, and also the ramp-up time wasn't the greatest. You had some dodgy screensavers and a dodgy clock. I think one of them was a green Ferrari that were pixelated. It didn't look very good, the old layout of it. But they've done two firmware upgrades, which has completely changed it. So what we'll do is, a little bit later on, I'll show you how to actually do the firmware upgrade, because it is a little bit different to some mods that you might have actually upgraded. So we'll do that a little bit later on. But like normal, we'll have a little look around the box itself, we'll show you around the mod, and then we'll do the pros and cons and the bits that we've missed. Right, straight away onto the box. As you can see at the front, it does say Ranger. Then you've got a picture of your mod with them two dodgy screens. Just look at that clock, it's not the greatest. Then if we go onto the side, it tells you that it's got the advanced MCU chipset. You've then got a 2-inch TFT screen, and it is huge. You've got customizable LEDs. I'm not a big fan. You've then got the fast charging system, multiple safety protection, and then you've got your scratch and sniff on that side. And then on the other side, you've got Hugo Vapor. It tells you where it was made. You've then got your kite marks and don't vape in a bin, and you've also got your barcode. If we have a little look on the back, it does tell you that it is the Ranger. You've got the product contents, and then you've got all the specs for the mod itself. Then you've got your warnings and all the social media. If you have a little look like normal, just above my shoulder, you will see everything you do get in the packaging itself. Right, let's go for the mod. Like I said, it is very 80s retro. To me, that's exactly what it looks like. And the other screen with it was a little bit bigger with the writing. That it did look proper retro, like it was a gaming machine. Let's have a little look on the top. It is a 510 spring-loaded. As you can see, there's like a little shelf on the top. It does take a 26mm ATI. But if you I actually had the glass RTA version 2 on there. It does have a little gap at the bottom, but there is no overhang. But with the shelf being there, they do say a 26mm ATI is the biggest you can fit on there. Let's have a little look at the bottom. It does have a kite mark and don't vape in a bin. It also says designed and manufactured by Hugo Vapor. Then on the side, you can see you've got some venting there on your battery door. Either side, it's on both sides, as you can see. Let's have a little look at the back. It has got etched into it Ranger. Now it is a zinc alloy chassis. I can't even say it's chassis. Chassis? It's made out of zinc alloy. That might be a lot easier to say. Yeah, on the battery door. If we just take the battery door off, as you can see, it does say Ranger. You've got two big magnets at the top and two small ones at the bottom. You've got your plus, your minus, your plus. If we go over to the actual door itself, it marries up with the two big magnets on there and your two little ones at the bottom. And you've also got a little sticker in there which shows you for your battery safety. I think that is a corking idea. Now these magnets are proper clicky and there is no jankiness. Straight away, as soon as you click them in, it's there. Doesn't move, no jankiness at all. Right, let's go over to the front where the screen is. You've got your nice clicky button there. Then you've got your either side, that is where your LEDs are. You've then got a 2-inch TFT screen in there, really nice, bright and clear. You've then got your plus, your minus and your menu button. And just below that you have got your charging port and also your firmware upgradable. Right then, let's have a little look at the front screen. As you can see on the top left, you've got your battery indicators. You've then got your time in the right. You've then got variable wattage mode, which we've got on there now. You can either have your temperature control on there or your curve mode, whichever you've got will be on there. You've then got your ohms, you've then got your puff counter, your amps and your voltage. And that is basically your front screen. And then you've got your clock. Now this is a digital clock and the date and the time. It looks a hell of a lot better than the other one did. Right, to get into the menu, only thing you're going to do is hold down the menu button. And that will take you into the menu. As you can see, it says watt. So that's your wattage. If we press it again, as you can see, I've got it on to normal. You can either have it on soft, you can have it on normal or high. I select normal. Once you've selected it, hold the menu button in again, and that selects it. Go to get back into the menu, obviously press the menu button. You've then got your temperature NI, you've got your stainless steel, you've got your titanium, you've then got your temperature control mode, you've then got your curve mode, you've then got your bypass mode if you want it like a mech mod, and then you've got your system set. So you press the button again, you've then got the default, it'll send it straight back to how it came to you. Then you've got your time to adjust your time and your date, you've got your brightness for your screen, you've then got your screen time, how long it actually stays on. You've then got your puff counter and you'll be able to reset it. Now you've got your LEDs. Now to go into that, I don't have these on. As you can see, if you turn it on, the sides start to glow up. You can change the colour of them by moving it by pressing the menu button. It'll move it down. Like I said, I don't have it on, so we'll turn that off. Again, to get into back to your menu, just hold the menu button in. You've then got your theme, which if we press that again, there is 2 themes and they're a lot better than what they were before. Again, press your menu button to get back out. Then you go into the version. Now, if you have a little look, we've got version 2.0. That's what you're going to need. We'll show you how to get that a little bit later on. Then press it again. It goes to your exit, and it takes you back to your main menu. So that is basically your menu and how it all works. So I'll tell you what we'll do now is we'll do the pros and cons and the bits that we've missed. So the pros and cons, the bits that I've missed, I don't think I've actually missed out, so I'm doing pretty good at this just lately. But I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll tell you how to do the firmware upgrade. It is a little bit different to maybe how you've done it before. Now, we'll just put down there the actual website that you need to go to. You go to the download section. Now, before you can actually get the firmware, you need to download their downloader, if that makes sense. So as you can just see on the screen, there is a little tiny cog there. You press that, download it. It will be a zip file. Unzip it, download it, install it. Then, as you can see, if we just go a little bit further down, there is the first firmware upgrade. Download that as a zip file, unzip it. Then, as you can see, there's another one, which is the 2.0. Download that, unzip that one as well. Right, once you've done that, you click onto your uploader, which it says Hugo Vapor Uploader. You click that. Make sure that your mod is turned off, but with batteries in it. Now, when you get to the first bit on your menu, it will tell you that it wants to find the device. Now, you might have to upload a driver for that. Let it upload the driver, then plug it in, and it will find your device. Then move down to the next one in the menu, which says upload com, I think it says. And then what you do then is, it says browser. You press your browser, go and find the first firmware upgrade. Press that, press start, and it'll then upgrade your mod. Repeat the process for the second firmware upgrade, and you are ready to go. Like I said, I will leave the actual website and how you get onto it down in the descriptions. Right, let's get on to the pros and cons. We'll get to the cons first. First of all, the top, where the 510 is. Why they've put that little shelf on there, I have not got a clue. If they didn't put that little shelf on there, I'm calling it a shelf or a raised area. If they didn't put that on there, you'd be able to fit a hell of a lot bigger Atty on there than what you can now. They're saying 26mm. You can get, like I said, I had the Steam Crave on there, big beast that is, with no overhang, but it just has a little bit raised up underneath it. What else? It's, how can I say, it's not ergonomical in your hand. Doesn't fit really nice. It's like sort of square. It is heavy. Yeah, it just doesn't feel great in your hand at all. The buttons, it's got that retro look. It's not like anything that you're going to see out there. If we actually vaped in the 80s, this is probably what it would look like. Like I said, it's got some right weight to it as well. And again, there's not much out there that looks like it. Let's go to some of the actual pros of this. I'm loving the screen. The screen is absolutely fantastic. Anybody who can't see things, you're going to be able to see this perfectly. It's bright, it's clear. Very, very simple menu now they've done the firmware upgrade. You've obviously got the menu button at the bottom. You just press that. And everything is self-explanatory once you're in there. Not a big fan of the LCD lights on there. I'm not into flashy lights. And there's a lot of mods that are coming out with flashy lights. I just don't think we need them. If you're into that sort of retro look, you are going to like this because it has got a really nice different look. It's a different mod. And a lot of people, when I've been out with it, have gone, oh, what's that? That's totally different. So yeah, I do like, me personally, I'm an 80s lad, so I do like the look of it. Maybe you won't. It isn't, like I said, the most ergonomical thing in your hand. How does it hit? Now they've done the actual upgrades on it, it hits a lot better. It is there near enough instant. It has got the advanced MCU chipset in there. So yeah, loving, like I said, I'm loving the screen. I'm an 80s boy, so I quite like the look of it. You might not. Well, a big shout out to Health Cabin for sending this out for review. All their details will be down in the descriptions. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. If you've liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe and share. The subscribe button's in the corner. Give it a little press to give us a new magic number. And there's one last thing to say, people. Keep them juices flowing.